The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And a nice run past the 30-yard line there. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they will pay dividends as the game progresses.
From the 31, Rodgers caught by Jones. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 12 yards there and a 1st down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the former first-rounder, Jimmy Ward. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line. What a start defensively. Your offense goes out, gets the touchdown, and then you get the interception. Just perfect.
How about the discipline that they showed on defense? Because after the offense scored to go up 7-zip, you would think they might be a little extra aggressive trying to get back at them. Instead, they read their keys well. When they took the shot downfield, they were more than prepared for that one.
Escaping the pressure right. Throw right side is going to be caught by Samuel. And he's brought down. It's a nice pickup of 12 yards, and it gives him a 1st and goal. They'll try to look for it on 1st and goal. And across the goal line into the end zone. Touchdown 49ers. Tevin Coleman taking it in. And the 49ers add 6 to their lead. And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead.
14, Packers nothing. Mitch Wishnowsky to kick off offense.
Here is Wishnowsky to boot it away following the touchdown. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
That's the reason we ball for. Circle round twice for the encore. If you know, you know.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with.
And Rodgers intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by the safety, Jarquiski Tart. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line.
25-yard line.
They'll run for the first time with Raheem Mostert and give him about 3 as he gets it down to the 22-yard line.
He was taken.
Look, all any running back wants is a little bit of room, a little bit of space in order to maneuver. But he also understands how difficult it is for his offensive line up front. So if they give him any space, he realizes his job to make more out of it than what they give him. Picks up 3 on that carry.
His throw caught right around the 6. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5.
1st and goal.
First time they've hooked up here. Good for 17 and a 1st down. This defense porous so far in this first quarter. They face another 1st and goal. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
2nd and goal.
2nd and 5. Now Garoppolo. The quick slant caught. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. A touchdown-saving tackle there. Now it's 3rd and goal. They've really wanted to make the short payback. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. It's Coleman here. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
4th and goal at the 2-yard line.
Can this defense hold them out? Here we go now. 4th and goal from the 2. They'll run it with Coleman. And he'll take this into the end zone for a San Francisco touchdown. Tevin Coleman with his 2nd touchdown in this opening quarter. And the 49ers add on to their lead. Now goal for the extra point. It's good, and before you know it,
This never happened to me before.
it's 21-0. The 49ers with the football here to begin the 2nd quarter. The 49ers with the football here to begin the 2nd quarter. As we'll see one following the score on the final play before break. But likely not for long as they're in punt formation. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked by Emmanuel Mosley. And they will score. It's a 49er touchdown. That pick 6 extending this lead even further. Boy, it's been a while since I've seen a team struggle this badly in the first half.
I think all they want to do is get to the locker room, try and regroup, and come out to start the 3rd quarter. But if things don't improve fast then, I think the backups get a lot of play in the 2nd half.
For San Francisco.
And a fair catch signal for and taken successfully.
The Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Rodgers will bring the Pack up with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. From the gun, he'll set up the throw. That'll be complete to Allen Lazard. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route. And what you have to do on that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
Down the 2nd down, throw on target. And we'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
When you're struggling on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they get towards the half.
A good cover defensively as they get to him just beyond the 45 after the juke. 7 yards the pick up there.
Brings up 2nd.
Out of the shotgun is Jones. And very little running room there. He did get a couple up to the 49.
The ball carrier. Dre Greenlaw on the tackle.
They'll try and run for it with Jones. And he gets it down to the 48, enough for the 1st.
That's a tremendous group effort there, because when you talk about offensive lines, the best ones, talk about guys that play in harmony, in sync, and getting things done, and they did that on that play.
Yeah, especially on 3rd and 1, got to be in sync, and they won't. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. 17 yards on the play there as the Packers have the 1st down as well. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Rodgers throwing quickly out wide. And he'll work mark it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. That catch good for only a couple.
Brings up 2nd and 8. At the 20.
Quickly to the flat. And he'll be taken down with a first down as they get about 14 out of that one. And we go to the 2-minute warning. Give them 14 on that one and a first down. We remind you that coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will be alongside. He'll have highlights and analysis from Orlando of this first half of action. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
And I don't think there's any question that this offense is going to need to hit on a few more plays like this. It's been a difficult first half for them, to say the least. And I do believe if they want to get back in this game, they need to start right now. It's kind of like making adjustments. If you try and wait until the half, it's probably too late. They need to get going right here.
And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage, back at the 6. It'll go as a loss on the play. Not what you need down here. It's going to be 2nd and goal. Coming up on a 2nd and 6. A first carry now for the BYU man. It's Jamal Williams. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. A 6-yard touchdown run. And the Packers get a score closer.
I'm not sure that they have illusions right now of, okay, we're going to score 8 times in a row and we're going to be terrific. But to get one, that was huge for them. That has to feel much better right now.
And you do have, we're still in the first half. You do have the entire second half. Something like that goose egg that just looked bad on that board, but now they've broken it.
Yeah, broken through. Can they maintain the pace? We'll see as we go along.
That'll be taken about a yard deep. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback.
25-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And now consider the lead. The question is, how much is good enough? Are you going for more?
It's the NFL. There's never enough, I believe, because they get reeled in all the time when they sit on the ball. I think that they will try and move the ball downfield and try and squeeze a few more points out of this first half. They'll be careful. They'll be a little bit cautious at times. But also, they will attack downfield and try and get position for at least 3 points.
Garoppolo now, first down throw. And he fires one that's intercepted.
So first thing that comes to my mind is, why didn't they just sit on the lead and take it to the locker room? They're in good shape.
Absolutely, and from this spot on the field, now you've given the other side a chance for points here going into intermission.
Yeah, you changed the momentum of the game, and it's something you did not need to do.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out high. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. And now here is another interception. It's the former Seahawk, Richard Sherman. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line. I'm starting to wonder, Charles, if 5 interceptions, is that the last that we've seen of him?
Well, I think that a lot of people hope that's the last they've seen of him in this game, probably including himself. If this were baseball, the manager would have been at the mound already and asked for the ball, and he'd be in there getting a shower. But in football, you might have to go stand on the sideline and watch the rest of it and see if your backup can do any better.
The hit comes late. We saw it. There's your flag.
And we know that there's a guideline, right? Ball's gone. You get 1 step. If you're within 1 step of the quarterback, you can hit him as long as it's still done legally. But anything outside of that looks like an extra step was involved.
Throwing on first is Garoppolo. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. shotgun snap for Garoppolo. Oh, going deep here for Taylor. This is caught. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown.
Touchdown.
Trent Taylor in the final seconds of the first half. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
Niners 35. Packers.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Packers take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. Time here for likely one play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly will, and I think a lot of people are thinking to themselves, all right, take the knee, get out of here, regroup. But how will the head coach and his staff approach halftime? Will it be angry? Will it be clinical? Will it be calm? Will it just let it all out? Who knows?
It's the 49ers out in front, and they will get the football first as well as we are back and started in the second half. Here's Garoppolo, first and 10. That's going to be caught by Samuel. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. First down, San Francisco. The pickup, 14 yards.
San Francisco.
On first and 10, it's Mostert. And he'll go down at the 26, following a gain of 6.
49er ball carrier.
Already too often in this game, we've seen him break runs to the second and the third level. And I think this defense has been way too focused on their passing game. At some point, they've got to understand that the running game is hurting them as well. That last run, that bit them again.
On second down at 4, Garoppolo. That is caught by the tight end, Kittle. Touchdown, 49ers.
To number 85.
George Kittle, 26 yards. And the 49ers continue to roll.
That was a beautiful ball right there as he waited for his tight end to come uncovered in the end zone, so give him points for patience as well. Delivered it right where it needed to be for 6 points.
Gold able to tack on the extra point, and the lead will swell by one more.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Packers take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They trail offense first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script other teams just don't go. These are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things work well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to get themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. There's a ball thrown right side and complete. Touchdown! Packers! Alan Lazard, 39 yards. And the Packers are able to cash in for 6.
I know what the scoreboard says here, but for all those who are playing fantasy football, their scoreboards are different. Points scored could benefit someone.
Now Crosby for the point after. And that'll cut the lead down to 28.
Makes the score Niners 42. Packers 14.
Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. This will make it into the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
On the return, the Niners take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Still comfortably on top, third quarter, as they start things here with a 1st and 10. And he will fight his way forward to about the 23-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
On 2nd and 9, Garoppolo. He finds Taylor, complete. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
From the gun on 3rd, Garoppolo. He's got his man. It's Kendrick Bourne. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36.
A gain of 9.
It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. From the gun, a run with Mostert. And he's got it up over the 40 to the 41. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Well, Brandon, I don't think they're making any secret of what they want to do right now. They want to control the clock, keep the ball away from the other team. You just wonder, did they start to shut it down a little bit too early? I think what they're counting on, though, if they continue to move the ball and get significant gains, their energy will stay high, and they won't go into hiding too quickly. And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit, even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
And right back to Kittle. This time he's got it. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A big one there on 3rd down. They hit for 30 yards.
I'm seeing a lot of guys shaking their heads on defense right now, particularly in the secondary. And when you see that going on, that is never a good sign. But it's understandable. They've been shredded so far.
Garoppolo on 1st down. And trying to get it to Samuel, but it's intercepted. Picked off near the 26. And the return stops at the 39-yard line. They needed a break. They needed to make a play here in the 3rd quarter. Defensively, they did that. Now they got to go quickly and get some points on the board.
And the best part is that they made their own break, taking the ball away. Now they just look at their offense and saying, guys,
let's go.
Come on, capitalize on this one.
A throw left side to start out. That's complete. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 19 yards there on the catch and run. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Now a 1st down carry by Jones. Get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
Aaron Jones, the ball carrier. He's tackled at the 34-yard line.
They'll go again to Jones. And he's stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on 3rd down.
On the tackle. A gain of a yard. Brings up 3rd and 1.
On 3rd down, here's Jones. And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29.
Well, partner, none of these runs individually have added up to a whole lot.
Now 3 plays, all 3 short runs, but together a 1st down.
Yeah, it's amazing how the narrative changes when you string them together.
He hits his target, the tight end Lewis. And down inside the 15 he goes. Give him 15 there, and the Packers have a first. It is a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Rodgers now on 1st down. This will be caught just inside the 10. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another 1st down. It will.
The 4-yard line.
Now Jones. And they will to stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. That gets him 3 yards closer here as it brings up 2nd and goal.
Every team we ever talk to that continues to run the ball in a game, even when they haven't had much success, all talks about attrition, don't they? If you keep running it, eventually good things are likely to happen. It's been a hard go in this game today, hasn't it?
This defense, they met pretty much every challenge in front of them this afternoon.
They're still trying to run the ball, but they're not finding much space. That's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties, and he's able to knock that one away.
Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
And a field goal obviously means nothing here. They're going to go ahead and go for it on 4th down. They run. It's Williams. And he'll take this one in for a Packer touchdown. Jamal Williams, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Packers make some inroads. Oh, it's a fake. They'll try and throw for it. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
Extra point attempt. It's a long way to go, and they didn't get there. Didn't get it completed successfully. Did someone dare them to do that? Did someone double dog dare to do that?
Maybe they saw something on film, but do you see something on film to try something from the 15 on a PAT? I don't know.
The only thing they needed to see on film there was a snap, a hole, and someone kicking the ball through the post.
Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here 1st and 10 on their side of midfield at the 47. He'll look to Mostert to start things off. And nowhere really to go there. He'll take this up just shy of midfield. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. Again, they'll run it with Mostert. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. A yard in the wrong direction makes 3rd down tougher. 3rd down and 9.
3rd down.
So a 3rd and 9, and 6 defensive backs out there.
Patrolling the passing lanes.
From the gun, it's Garoppolo. And that will be incomplete.
When you're running the slant, timing is everything, and against that man coverage, there's no space available, and incompletion as a result.
And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. They'll go for it. It's Garoppolo. Flush to his right. Open man is Taylor. He's got it. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. 21 yards there. A big play on 4th down. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Garoppolo looking to throw. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Kendrick Bourne. 31 yards. And the 49ers add 6 to their lead.
Well, there's just about a minute left in this game, and they're still taking it to the end zone. And you know they could have taken a knee there, but they decided to play this one all the way out. And I think their philosophy is, we're going to give you everything we've got. If we just go ahead and take a knee now, we're actually showing you disrespect that way, like taking pity on you. They're not about to do that to their opponent.
4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of an anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
So the illegal forward pass also costs him a down, and now it's 2nd and long. He'll get this to the zone. Touchdown! With his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Packers get a score closer.
And yeah, that touchdown counts for their team, but I think it counts more for the fantasy guys, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's just something maybe positive to look at on film, but this one's over, let's be honest.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one.
And they're going to get the 2-point conversion in the end zone. And that cuts the lead a bit further. So it would no doubt be a miracle comeback from here, but let's see what they can do starting with the onside kick. And it's the 49ers who recover it, and that ought to just about do it. The risk reward of the onside kick, when you don't get it, the risk comes out to play, and here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything, because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them, and field position leads you to that type of play calling, and whether you want to blitz or whether you want to throw the ball deep, those types of things. Now that they've given up that type of field position, the advantage is switched to their opponent.
This is caught inside the 15. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Garoppolo's going to throw it. That is caught by the tight end, Kittle. Touchdown, 49ers.
Touchdown.
George Kittle, a beast in the red zone with his 2nd touchdown of the game. And the 49ers add on to their lead. And his kick is right through.
Niners 55, Packers 28. Mitch Wishnowsky to kick off for San Francisco.
Here is Wishnowsky to boot it away following the touchdown. An incredibly short kick fielded way up there. And they're going to wind up with pretty good starting field position as they get it up past the 35. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to play.
And this is caught at the 20. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Mercedes Lewis, 52 yards. And the Packers make some inroads here on that deficit. And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for 2. Shotgun now for Rodgers. And he's got it for the 2-point conversion. So they tack on a pair more here to narrow that deficit a bit further. And a timeout comes in. The whistles blow with 3 seconds remaining.
Mason Crosby to kick off for Green Bay.
Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. And they will watch this one land in the end zone. That'll be a touchback.
25-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And this one all over but the shouting, you might say. Now, there's one timeout remaining defensively, but probably no real need to use it here.
Yeah, the only time they would use it, strictly for pride.
And a timeout comes in. The whistles blow with 3 seconds remaining. Now it looks like he'll throw here. And it's incomplete. Still throwing to the very end. But now this game is over. But Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel